is awesome. Okay, that will work. So let's just do this. Hi guys, welcome. So my name is Lafty, and welcome to this Robust Life event. We're here every single Friday. I'm tuning in from Auckland. I'm really excited to have you guys here tonight. If you're here to support one of our guest sharers tonight, how lovely of you to jump on and support them. I know public speaking, even in front of a computer, it's not that comfortable for a lot of people. So thank you for being that amazing friend or family that you are, jumping on to support that particular person. If you're someone here tonight who are here to basically find out what this is all about, what this business opportunity or what this community or what this health product or whatever it is that you're wondering what this is about, please make sure that you get your question down, write them, and please make sure that you reach out to the person who invited you here tonight to make sure to get them answered. So this journey came into my life when I had my son. He's now 2 years old, when he was 7 months old at the time, because I wanted to be home with him. We had experienced loss in the past, and to be home with him and to celebrate his life and be the best mom I could be for him was non-negotiable. There was no question about it, and we wanted to be the best mom. And my husband as well, which I'm working towards bringing him home so we can raise him up together and do parent care at home and not daycare. And so this opportunity kind of resonated with our values. It resonated with who we are as people and what we love to do, which is helping others succeed in life, even in relationship and even in terms of, whatever their goals and visions are. And this business opportunity, or Choose Plus as the company, give us that platform to do that. So tonight you'll be hearing about stories, and you'll be hearing about the health side of the business, and you'll hear stories as well about that, and you'll also hear about the business side of what we have. So I'm going to find Michelle and get her to share with us the first part of what we have. Take it away, Michelle.
Thank you, Ladi. Hi, everyone. I'm Michelle, and I'm here to talk about our products. So first, I want to take you back to 1980, to where Juice Plus was born. Back to a guy, a naturopath, natural medicines, Dr. Hubert, aka Smokey Santillo. Now, his dad was admitted into hospital and diagnosed with lymphoma, which is cancer of the lymphatic system. He had his spleen removed and went through chemotherapy, and in the process he lost 40% of his body weight. So was given a terminal sentence of 3 weeks. So Dr. Santillo went into the hospital, picked up his dad, and took him back to Arizona with him. And he started him on a course of vegetable juice and fruit juice. Now, his dad couldn't have it orally, so it was administered via enema. His dad got a little well, but Dr. Santillo decided that maybe he should administer it in a concentrated form, which was powder. So in doing this, his dad was able to take it orally, and he lived another 5 years plus, and eventually Dr. Santillo's patients became raving fans, and it became well known. So a company brought it and patented the product in 1984, and Juice Plus was born. So I'm going to go from that. I'm going to introduce you. Well, actually not yet. I just want to say that it's available in 30 countries. It is 100% whole food, 100% vegan, vine ripened, picked at its peak, natural vitamins, no additives, no preservatives, no synthetics, and gosh, it supersedes the recommended daily dose of 5+ a day for New Zealand standards. So like a car, we need fuel as well. So we are gluten free, we are GMO free, and 30+ vegetables, fruit, and berries. So I'm going to introduce you to the product. And in saying that, I just want to say that the products are well documented, scientific facts and figures. It's also highly recommended by scientists, dietitians, athletes, among others. And we have 30+ peer reviews. So, and also in the products, they're concentrated phytonutrients that easily absorb into the nooks and crannies of the body. And just want to say that it's not a meal replacement. It is actually a bridge. It bridges the gap with what we do eat and what we should eat. So I'm now going to introduce you to the products. And we'll start. These are the premiums. Now these little babies are the vegetable products. Vegetable blends, and in the vegetable blends we have carrot, cabbage, kale, rice bran, broccoli, beets, tomato, garlic, parsley, spinach, oat bran. That's the vegetable blend. And the next one is the fruit blend. And in the fruit blend we have apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beets, date, and the famous acerola cherry. According to American Agriculture, the acerola berry has the highest content of any other product in vitamin C. So that's a neat baby, that one. And the next one is the berry blend. And in the berry blend, we have all the berries, plus grapes, pomegranates, blackcurrant, artichoke, cocoa, raspberry, bilberry, cranberry, blackberry, oh my gosh, blueberry. So that is our premium blend. Now, while we're on that, if you're unable to take the capsules, I'm just going to show you a capsule, and this is the this is the fruit berry. If you can see that, I'm going to empty it into this little. I'm going to empty it into my hand instead, and I'm going to show you. I don't want to make a mess all over myself. Too long. And if you can see that, it's just pure powder. That's all it is. And see that? It's quite yummy. It is. And I have it sprinkled on a Weet-Bix. So Weet-Bix and berry. So while we're on those, along with the premiums, or we have the chews. My grandchildren swear by the chews. They love them. I love them too. So it's a fight between the adults and the children. And you can also take these in place of the chews, because for an adult consumption, it is 8 berries, because 4 berries, 4 of those represents 1 capsule. And while we're at it, I just want to talk about the program we have for children, because we're a family-friendly company. So children dine free. They dine free. So they were able to take those, or the vegetable and fruit capsules. And in saying that, children would have to be aged 4 to 18. So bring your children in and dining free. That's really awesome. Another product I like to talk about is the shakes. These are beautiful. They're wonderful. We have the Dutch chocolate and we have the French vanilla. Now, in these products, there are no wheat, no corn, no eggs, no yeast, no dairy products. Voila! So that's your breakfast. You can have those in pancakes. You can have them in baking. You can have them in puddings. Chia pudding, very nice. So in winding this up, I just want to talk a little about my journey with Juice Plus. I fractured my ankle, had no energy, uninspired, slightly depressed, eat like a bird, still ate like a bird, zombied out, and then Juice Plus happened. And here I am. So thanks, guys, for watching. Over to you, Lati.
Thank you so much, Michelle. That was amazing. Thank you so much. And thanks for that presentation. And I just want to add on to what Michelle was sharing with us as well. Our last product, which is the Omega Blend. You heard Michelle talked about our product being likened to a vehicle. And she's very right, because what she showed you guys, the 3 colors, the premium, the fruit, the veggie, and the berries, they're like the core engine in our body. For a vehicle to run, you need an engine. The sachets you were sharing, that's our protein and carbs and healthy fat as well in there. You know, you have stuff like the ancient grain, there's spirulina, there's alfalfa sprouts, all those good things that, like for me myself, hardly buy on a daily basis because of cost-wise. And so we have our healthy fat here that complete our trio, our product. You know, the company actually take 10 years to create this Omega Blend. 10 years to create it. Now, if you think about it, if they were all about the money, they could have just quickly do up something, you know, and sell it. But it took 10 years to perfect the best Omega Blend ever that helps support our health inside, to give our body that right balance of fat that our body actually need internally. And so instead of fish oil, the company goes straight to the plant that the fish do eat under the sea, which is the algae. And they also add another blend of pomegranate seed oil, raspberry seed oil, tomato seed oil, and a beautiful blend of oil to make sure that what the cells and what our body need fat-wise is, you know, they have it. And Juice Plus is amazing in that way that it bridges the gap from what we should be eating and what we're eating. Now, if you remove the engine from the vehicle and you have the right fat and the right fuel, it's not going to go anywhere, right? And so for our body internally inside of us to be sustained on a daily basis, you need fruit, veg, and berries on a daily basis. And in order for our body to move and to function optimally on a daily basis, you need the right fuel and you need the right fat. And our Omega Blend helps support your heart, your brain, and your joint health. A vehicle can't just run on its own with the engine. It needs the fuel to get it going, to go places. So our product kind of bridges the gap from any nutritional gap in your system you think you would have. Juice Plus is the key to sustain us daily. And I'm going to hand it over now to Felicia. If I could find her. Oh, was it Felicia first? Oh, Patty. Sorry, Felicia. I'll come back to you. We'll find Patty. There she is. I'll highlight, if you can just take yourself off mute, Patty.
Sure, I think.
And share with us your story. How was life before this amazing nutritional Get Bridging product, and how are you now?
Hi, can you all hear me? Yeah? All right. Before Juice Plus, I was an absolute mess. I had hit rock bottom in terms of every aspect of my life. I was an absolute mess. I had failed as a mother. I'd failed as a wife, a daughter, a sibling, an auntie. I just failed. You know, everyone in my life came at a time where darkness hit me really, really bad. We've got 4 children, 4 boys, 4 amazing, amazing boys. And everyone here, mums? Yeah, real mamas here, most of us are mums. And you can remember how, you know, when your baby first looked at you, you know, the joy you felt in your heart when they smiled at you, or when they want something, they look to you, and they just know your mum, and that happiness that you get inside your heart when that happens. Well, we never got that with our boy, our youngest baby, Hezekiah. We never got that. We never got that warm, fuzzy feeling you get as a mum, because we got no response. No response for our baby, no reaction, no emotion, just nothing, a blank look. He'll look right through you, Hezekiah. And, you know, he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy when he was 1. By the time he hit 3, he went from having that diagnosis to a point where I couldn't say he has cerebral palsy. I had to say he had multiple disabilities, and that's heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking for us, for me and my husband. My husband's here, by the way, Wayne Cook. Where's your video, Wayne Cook? But he's here, he's joining me for support. So we were absolutely lost. Being a Cook Islander, to have a child with a disability is not, it's not something that happens. So when our boy got our diagnosis, it was all my fault. I had sinned such a big sin that's why my boy was like that. I had done something so bad that God punished me for it. So that hurt as a mum, and that went straight to my heart. So I did the only thing I knew how to do. I packed my children up and I ran. I left my husband, I left my parents, my everything. I left everyone I knew, and I moved to a whole new town where I only knew one person. And at that time, Hezekiah was 3 years old. He could not walk, couldn't talk, couldn't eat, we had no reaction. He was just blank. Hezekiah couldn't eat. Hezekiah couldn't chew. You know as a mum, if your babies can't eat, their brains don't grow. And if their brains don't grow, their body doesn't grow. My Hezekiah was at a stage where they were going to stick a peg in his stomach to feed him. But, I'm a Cook Islander. That's not how we feed our babies. We feed them taro, we feed them meat, So I was so lost and confused. I didn't know what to do. So I fell into a really, really dark place. So dark that I tried to commit suicide in front of my teenager. My teenager was standing over me, crying, saying, "Mommy, I need you. You can't leave me." And that was my point where I had no hope. Absolutely no hope whatsoever. And then Juice Plus came into my life. Juice Plus was my saving grace. Besides my faith in God, Juice Plus came into our lives because it was whole food nutrition that my baby needed. I didn't want a peg in his stomach. I didn't want any of that. So I found it through a cousin of mine that I reconnected with. We put Hezekiah on Juice Plus, on all 3 capsules. They said to me, just give him half, Patty. Just give him half of each. Oh, hell no. I gave him the whole lot. I gave him the whole capsule, fruit, veg, and berry. And you know what? 2 days after those capsules, my son did a soft poo for the first time in 3 years. Every time my baby pooed, he bled and he would rip his skin and it would break my heart. 2 days after being on Juice Plus, because I know it's weird, poo was nice and soft, but for a mum who struggled for 3 years, and 1 week, just 1 week after being on those capsules, because after the 3 days, I put him on the shakes as well. I gave him the chocolate and the vanilla shakes as well. 1 week, for the first time, my baby looked right at me. Didn't look through me, looked right at me. For the first time, I felt like I was his mum, just from that look. And that's the greatest joy I will ever have in my life. And that's only one part of our story with Juice Plus, is our Hezekiah. They told us he will never walk. He's walking now. 1 year on Juice Plus. He's using a walking aid, but he's walking. They told us that he would never speak. He would never be able to communicate. Now, 1 year on Juice Plus, he's signing to me. He's signing to all of us. He wants more. He's hungry. He wants to eat. And most of all, he's eating food. And that is a blessing. That is something I will always be grateful for, because they told me he would never eat. And that thing of having to put a peg in his stomach, yeah, nah, my baby's eating real food. And that's a blessing. And that's what Juice Plus has done for me. So if anyone ever told me that I'm a scam, yeah, nah, you look at my boy and how much he's progressed in 1 year, that's not a scam. That's absolute magic beans for me. So thank you for letting me share, guys.
Thank you so much, Patty, for that. That is so powerful and a great testimony to whole food. And, you know, it's like God created our body amazingly, and he knows what our body needs, that he also has created fruit, vegetables, and all those natural things. And the simplicity of the healing, but the power of it in your son Hezekiah is moving hard in tonight's event. I'll cry later because I have to compose myself, but boy am I swelling up in my heart with gratitude and joy that we're here tonight because of stories like yours. Thank you so much. We're really blessed to have you, and all prayers continue for your Hezekiah for growth and vitality. Look forward to him continuing to grow as well. So thank you, Patty. We'll pass it on to the beautiful Felicia, all the way from Whangarei. Is that right, Felicia? Awesome. Take it away, beautiful. Share with us your story as well. What was life before this amazing whole food nutrition, and how are you guys now?
Man, I just honestly can't even believe how much my health has improved. My daughter's health, we were in a place where my health was average and it had become normal for us. So it's not until now that I reflect back on where I was and where I am now that I realize just how much things have improved. So I first started taking the products when my daughter was I think she was 6 weeks, just over 6 weeks old. We took her to Rarotonga when she was 6 weeks. So when we got back from Rarotonga, she still wasn't weight gaining. And I had tried anything and everything to get her to put on weight. And it got to the point where she was getting weighed twice a week because I couldn't do a whole week of hoping and waiting and wishing and, you know, as to whether or not she had put on any weight. So she was getting weighed every 4 days. And she was putting on an average of 10 to 40 grams every week. And the acceptable amount of weight gain is 20 grams a day. So she was falling well short of where she needed to be. I started taking Juice Plus, and we had her weighed 4 days after I started the product. She was being exclusively breastfed, so she was getting all of that extra nutrition in my milk. I wasn't just feeding her watery milk anymore. It was good fatty milk, and she put on 140 grams in 4 days, which was just unbelievable for me. You know, that was a week's worth of weight gaining in 4 days, when historically she had been doing between 10 and 40 grams a week. So she was my biggest motivation for going on the product. I'd just run out of ideas and options, and I had nothing to lose. Worst case scenario, she wasn't gaining weight, but she was getting extra nutrition. So what did I have to lose? As far as my health goes, I have had acne my entire life. On my face, my chest, my back, you name it, it was there. And I've tried anything and everything. I've had, I put benzoyl peroxide on my face. I've done every contraceptive pill under the sun to try and balance my hormones. I have done Roaccutane through skin specialists, which causes permanent kidney and liver damage, and nothing worked. So I got to a point in my life where I'd said to my partner, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not putting any synthetic hormone into my body in hopes that it might do something, because it's not working. And my skin has never been better. It's honestly clearer, it's glowing, it's just, I've got no acne on my back. I struggle to even realize it's my back. You know, I go to scratch and I'm just like, what is the smooth skin? It's just insane. And another big plus for me, which is probably my biggest win, is that I have had, I've got endometriosis. I've suffered with heavy irregular bleeding, painful periods, bloating, just every month, more than once a month, I've been on morphine. I've had regular tramadol prescriptions. I've been in bed with heat packs instead of at work making money. And ever since I've been on Juice Plus, so I've been on it now for 13 months, and I don't even get period pain anymore. I don't take Panadol. I don't take ibuprofen. I don't need to take anything. I'm not bloated, and I have to actually pay attention to a calendar. Previously, I've never bothered because my cycle has been so irregular that there's been no point in paying any attention to a calendar. And now I'm that regular that if I don't pay attention to the calendar, and there's no bloat, there's no cramping leading up to, I get surprised if I'm not paying attention. So I've got to mark it on my calendar and set a reminder for next month, which is, this never happens in my life. So it's definitely changed my life and my daughter.
Wow, that's amazing, Felicia. Thank you so much for sharing your story tonight. Truly, like, holding on the tears as we go along here. But, you know, no one can fake, you know, painless story or, you know, or sickless stories. No one can ever fake that. And if I wasn't on the product myself and have all the amazing stories that I've heard, even my own family, I'll be like, is she really telling the truth? But the certainty that you hear from Felicia, I know for myself, because you know, when you feel good on the inside, when you have health and vitality, just like with Patty sharing, that's what you're hearing, is the healing. So thank you so much for sharing that with us, Felicia. I'll pass it now to Tasha, who is going to share with us quickly about the business structure and how you can also benefit from this financially wise as well. If I could find her. Tasha, can I see you? I can't spotlight
I'm here.
you. All right, there you are. I can spotlight you. Thank you, Felicia. You're on now, Tasha, so take it away.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Tasha, and honestly, tonight, just hearing your stories, it's just amazing that we have a product that is a vehicle to impart health to individuals and to families, and to be able to get paid for doing that is just one of the bonuses of this amazing business and the mission that we are a part of. I'll quickly go over the business structure and the business side of things. But what I love about our business structure is that it's not perfect, but it definitely is a better way than traditional business models. Hands down. In traditional business model, we are generally aware of it as shaped like a pyramid, where you have your CEO here up the top, and sorry about my bad drawing, and everyone comes here in entry level, and whoever comes into this organization, let's say Pak'nSave, you can never become the CEO at Pak'nSave if you were a checkout operator. Unless you're probably the daughter or a family member and you were told to go be a checkout operator. But you can only buy out the CEO. There is no way you could become the CEO. And to get up into different levels, you need time to go and study, get qualified, and the promotions are less and less as you go up the ladder. So there's no chance. You are stuck in this organization where your whole life, Monday to Friday, depending how long you work, how much you work during the week, is spent your life living on the purpose and the goal of the CEO at the cost of time with your family and your own dreams many times, because we only have the weekends left to do what we want to do. I don't like this model. I wanted a better way. And so with our Juice Plus business, it's more shaped like an open rectangle here, where anyone can join this business. Our franchisee fee is at $175 to buy this franchise business. I'll just put it there. This franchise business. And our position at the top here is a 6 to 7 figure income earning called NMD. And there's no cap at the top there. There's no cap at the top there, because in this business model, ordinary people, mamas, me and you, have the opportunity to become 6 to 7 figure income earners, working on our time and able to have an income that's able to bring us home to do more of what we love. And what I also love is that the only way we rise to the top here is by helping people in their health and helping what we call our team to reach their goals. We are not like in this traditional model where we have staff. We don't have no staff. We don't need to manage nobody. But we work as a team to get to the pinnacle position. And that's what I love about our structure in our business. And you may have questions of wondering, like, do I need to know a lot of people to be in this business? And I also want to touch on, this is not a get rich quick scheme. We don't have this product and we're just like out there to go and get money so quick. It is a business that will take 3 to 5 years. But we are the fastest growing team in New Zealand, Australia. So you're in good hands. But yeah, so you can come in here wanting to be person A in the business, where you could, just buy the franchise so you can get your products cheaper. You can become person B who wants to earn a few $100s just to help, have the groceries or your healthy food for the month. This business can cover that there. Or you can come and become person C who wants to go full out. I want to retire my husband. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. And this business is going to be that drive, that channel for me to get there. And so you don't need to know a lot of people. With this example here, person C, I'll say, Alex introduced the business to Bex, who introduced the business to Lati, and introduced the business to me, and I introduced the business to so many other people. The only person that Alex knows here, and this is real people I'm talking about, the only person that Alex knew here was Bex. Everyone else under Bex, she did not know. And so you definitely can just share with you there that you don't need to know a lot of people to be successful in this business. You just need to have a big heart to reach out to people and say, I've got this good thing for health. I've got this good opportunity to help you stay home, and share that with others. We get paid 3 ways. So we do get paid. Generally, we're aware of getting paid 1 way, but in this business, we get paid 3 ways. The first way is retail sales profit. Every product that goes out gets shipped out. We're open in 20 plus countries in the world. You get a retail sales profit on that there. You don't need to stock product. Everything is done for you. You just connect online and the office ships out everything to you, to your customers, I mean. And so the second way we get paid is commissions. And so if you see that team that I was showing previously, you get to earn on your team's performance. And we call this commission the residual income, the passive income, because the idea is that you could make money while you're at the beach and have residual income coming in every month. So that's a stable income that we work towards in the business. And you can get paid bonuses. There are bonuses on the table for us. Our company rewards us for the work that we do now while we are building up this stable income here. And that's a now money, fun money, and it can range from 100 to 2,000 to 25,000, depending what country you're in. But it is real. And again, like, I'll just finish up by saying, an opportunity for ordinary people like us to do what we're created to do and help others as well. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Tasha, for that. And another way, fourth way we get paid that I just quickly want to say is the emotional revenue that we get from, you know, the stories you've heard before and the support you get from one another as fellow franchisees is amazing. That emotional revenue for me is just priceless. Can never put a price tag on that. And the health and well-being of the people that I hear every single day, just, you know, it's just priceless. That is, for me, a fourth way that we get paid, which is amazing. I'll pass it on now to the beautiful Christina, who's going to share with us her journey in this business and what attracted her to jump on board and say yes to this. And if you could share with us also, Christina, what are you most excited for in the future?
Cool. Hey guys, hello from really cold Christchurch. When I came across Dress Plus, and it was about 20 months ago, I had been a stay-at-home mum by then for about 3 years. I have 5 children. At that point, I had 4 in school and a little toddler at home with me. My health was in a pretty bad way, being a stay-at-home mum and, you know, being that close to the kitchen every minute of the day. I was really overweight and sluggish from poor nutrition. But I also had lack of sleep and, you know, I was pretty stressed because of our financial situation at that time. I was stretching one income, you know, for a family of 7, and we got paid fortnightly. So it was like stretching, you know, 1 week was really cool. And then the second week was like pasta all day long. So some days were great and others were not so good, but essentially we were stuck in this survival mode, which really, really pissed me off. I would grocery shop with a calculator. I say that all the time because there was a handful of time over where my card did decline. You know, a payment had gone out when I got to the supermarket and, you know, changed everything. So, but it wasn't always like that. You know, my husband owned personal training gyms, so he did that for 15 years. And I had a really good job. I was a full-time mum. You know, we were really young homeowners. Our kids went to our school of choice, which wasn't free. You know, we did all the right things. But I really did miss my children. They were the first kids into our daycare at the time and would be the last to be picked up. And for me, it was really normal. That was just, you know, I was told to go to university, get a really good job, buy a house, have a family, you know, all that stuff. And I did it, but I was still waiting for my happily ever after because here we are, 4 kids, and we were trading time for money. And I really missed we were missing out on actually enjoying our family. Sorry. So anyway, and at the ripe old age of 39, and God has a sense of humor, he's like, here you go, you need 1 more kid. But I finally got my son. So I have 5 children and the youngest is a wee boy. So before I became a stay-at-home mum, my husband closed the doors to his gyms. And because when you own a traditional business, it's feast or famine. You know, when things are good, it's really good. And when things are bad, it's bad. So he went and got a really responsible job and worked for New Zealand Police. And after that, you know, we were planning for me to stay home, but we were never prepared for the horrific next 3 years of our lives, things just went from bad to worse, and we were just saying no to everybody, our kids especially. Yeah, it was just, and to actually hear our children say to each other, don't ask mum and dad for that, we can't afford it. We've never, ever been able to not afford anything for them. So to hear them say that really, really crushed me. So scrolling through Facebook one night or morning, it was about 2 a.m., I saw a post and it simply said, from stay-at-home mom to breadwinner, and I was like, I want some of that. So I went looking. I asked the question. I got sent a recorded version of tonight, and every story, well, you know, some would give me goosebumps, and other stories I absolutely resonated with. And so I kept asking the questions, and I was like, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell my husband all about it. He's going to be so happy that I'm going to finally make some money. But of course, when I shared it with him, he was like, no, absolutely not. You know, he's usually so supportive, but because we had owned traditional business before, he wasn't going near owning a business again. So, and especially a scam online. So, but that gut feeling in my stomach, you know, I just knew I had to go forward with this. So I rang Alex and signed up anyway. And why I pursued it so hard was that the business model is so simple. I mean, we'd just seen 15 years of struggle and, you know, employees and overheads. I can actually own a business again without any of that. You know, I didn't, including being a debt collector. There's nothing worse than calling out clients who've become friends and say, hey, you haven't paid your subscription in 3 months. How about it? So since Juice Plus came along, I'm a working mama again. I have my own income, and you know, it's been 20 months, but it still makes my heart beat so fast that I can actually have this role of being a mum, and but still have this money come in. And now my husband pays the bills, and I just take care of, you know, our wants. And my kids can now have birthday parties again. You know, 3 of them were really good tennis players. That was gone. And now they're back in there again. You know, it's so good to be able to provide for your children. And Juice Plus has been able to let us dream again. You know, all those years ago when we were young, 20, ambitious 20-year-olds, imagining our future family and thinking, you know, when you dream those things, we're doing that again. And it's been amazing. So here I am, 42 years old, and I'm daring to dream again. So back to you, Lati.
Thank you so much, Christina, and daring it is, and we're here to cheer you on all the way, girl. Thank you so much for your share. We have our last guest. Your guests tonight are amazing. Love you all. Our final guest for tonight is the beautiful Marie. Hi, Marie. I know you're a very busy lady. Thank you for having the time to share with us tonight. Same as Christina, take it away and do share with us what attracted you to jump on board and what are you excited for the future.
Thank you so much for having me here tonight, guys. This is so awesome. Wow, what amazing stories. I'll pop onto events like this from time to time, and yeah, you always just hear something new. And Christina, I was just like thinking, wow, where do I start? I resonate with so much she said. Juice Plus came into my life 23 months ago. I started on the product due to having a lot of illness and not even being able to walk to the letterbox. And very soon it just clicked for me that I needed to go back to the person who recommended it to me and find out, how can I share this? You know, is it a big sell thing or is it something else I can do? And she quickly told me that no, we're not into the selling thing. We're into the recommending, just like, you know, if you had a really good feed at a restaurant. I was like, well, this starts to sound good. I'm still a little bit skeptical about network marketing like so many people. And then I looked into that a little bit further and I started to think, all I had to do there was just be honest and just say what it was like for me. It's totally changed my life. I've done 3 traditional businesses before. I was in a situation where I had to go and work in the city. It was big travelling at the mornings and at night and stuff. And since being on Juice Plus, that's all been let go, and doing the business and sharing it with pretty much whoever listens to me these days. I'm just, definitely don't spew over anybody anymore, but I certainly, like, you know, if it's just the slightest thing that resonates with somebody, then yeah, I just give them a quick little blurb on how it's changed my life. And like Christina was saying, you know, that whole dreaming again. I mean, I'm in my late 50s, and after having had some business failures, and especially in the property market, I lost everything. You know, we were talking 10 years ago, I had a freehold home, and I just lost a lot in the property market crash. And to be able to have this opportunity, this Juice Plus business that has just given me back all of that hope and all of those dreams, and I've got clear goals of where I'm going with this, and being able to retire, and not only just retire before I'm 65, but also not be reliant on the government. And I know that this business can do that for me. And it just, yeah, the community and just everything that goes with it, what about our own personal development, the whole sideline thing, you know, the fact that I was asked to share here tonight, and earlier tonight I did an in-home event for my local people here in Wellington, and yeah, a big buzz, and just love everything about the business. And if you're wondering, if you're just thinking to yourself, could this possibly be for me, my suggestion is dive in, take advantage of everything around you, and I'm sure you'll be able to work it out. Thank you so much for having me tonight, girls.
Thank you so much, Marie. Yeah, thank you so much, Marie, for sharing with that. Thank you so much. And you have just, you know, reminded me. Sorry, Marie, I'll just take you off the spotlight there. Marie had just reminded me of the fact that the opportunity that we have, and the stories you've all heard tonight. Because of that, it's like we have this responsibility to offer this opportunity to bless others with. We never know what this could be for you. We don't know what this could be for you, but we have heard hundreds of thousands and thousands of stories of this platform, not only restoring people's health, but giving people opportunity to live life again and dream again. And we're all about celebrating life. One commonality here that we have tonight, you see in the comments going here, is that we are all real people. Some of us have to survive a lot longer than others. Some people had it good at the beginning, and then for whatever reason in life, it goes down again, and they have to get up and start again. And whatever, you know, some in survival mode, some are trying to come back again, some are pretty good at the sacrifice of time and money and families and health. This opportunity has given us the opportunity to be able to help so many other people. And as Marie said, if you have questions, do get them answered. If not this opportunity now, then what else? And if not now, then when? And I always keep myself saying the company has been around for 50 years, Juice Plus over 20 plus. I wish somebody told me this earlier on. And so we're on a mission to make sure that everybody hear about this message of whole food nutrition. The business is an added bonus, because if we can get our health back, get paid for being healthy and helping others, who wouldn't want that? Then I think that's a big win in helping humanity to live, you know, their best life, and not to be taken away of this world prematurely. And if we could do that to help preserve life and help people celebrate, and like as Patty's story tonight as well, we get to celebrate Hezekiah a bit longer because he's getting those nutrition in his system, and all of us who are here tonight. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for your amazing shares. God bless you guys. Enjoy the weekend. And we're here every Friday. We'll see you again next Friday. So God bless and have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Good night, everyone.